I got a good question asked on the Connect line. Someone asked, what is my story behind giving a yes? And I had to sit with that for a second because I'm like, how did I even go about doing that? I think it first started with, you guys heard of the word cognitive dissonance? You know, I realized that was me in life. I always functioned with that. Like, even though my current circumstances was one way, my mind, my thoughts always seen a different way. My thoughts, it was as if my thoughts knew that there was more inside of me. My spirit knew there was more. Like this, my spirit knew that I was called to be something different than what my current circumstances in life was. I've been like that for so many years. And I think what got me to giving my true full yes to God was it took me getting sick and tired of myself. And I'm not even really going to say my circumstances. I was sick and tired of myself. Because when you're playing with cognitive dissonance, when you're one of those people who are always thinking of what it could be like, what you know you could be, but you're not living that, then you have no choice but to look within. So I'm sitting and I'm always thinking about like how if I know that I have a lot of potential, I know that I'm very intelligent and stuff like that, how is it that my current circumstances does not match? And I realized it was because, of course, my decisions, my actions, my behaviors, none of that stuff was matching what I thought deep down about myself. I had to get to a point to where it can match. But I struggled really bad with people pleasing throughout life. I've said a lot. I have always lived the life that other people wanted me to live. So it came about that way. Just getting so sick and tired of myself living for other people. So that when it came to the point of where it's like, well, why aren't you living like how you know you should be? Why aren't you going down that straight and narrow path, following, the path to your destiny, your God given assignment, things like that? And it's like, because deep down my spirit knew, but my flesh, I didn't know. I didn't know who I was deep down because I was too busy living the life, living of the decisions, living of the labels, living of everything that somebody else always wanted me to. That when it came down to myself, my own decisions, my own actions, my own thoughts, I wasn't able to do that. And I had to forgive myself for that because I was really upset with my own self. I got sick and tired of myself not being able to stand up for myself. And that's what made me say, I give up trying to do this on my own. God, I need your help. and I gave my yes to God. And I started to walk down that path and start my spiritual journey. So that's my story behind my yes.